night. Open mics. Truth only move when the room got order. Mr. Peppers and Prime on the control. Welcome to Charlie Chine TV. Yeah. Three beautiful women, a whole panel in a vibe. Vibing with me, she set the tone when she look you in your eyes. Tam talk straight, no filter, no disguise. And a smooth with it, every word calm but precise. Chat going crazy, yeah, the numbers stay live. Everybody got opinions when the combo get tight. Different views, same table, respect, stay intact. Late night panels where the feelings meet facts. Late night, don't sleep, don't sleep. True talk, no retreat, no retreat. Panels live, crowd loud, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV.
Once again, man, Charlie Chan out here being some of the most beautiful women, bitch friendly.
Yeah, sick of the lies. Same topics rotate every time they go live. Black man in Germany, Berlin, state of mind. Different culture, different land. Still speaking this side. Black cleaner, keep it solid. Street calm, no flex. Miguel, keep it gangster, let the truth handle the rest. Ain't nobody running when the questions get steep. Nothing moves unless Peppers nod. Prime say speak. Two moderators. One room, one mic at a time. Now let it cook. Charlie Chan, TV, Louisiana, where it starts. Southern roots, but the vision way bigger than charts. Man, I'm talking night. Hotel reviews by day. From lobby to rooftop, he telling no fake. Grinding every wildin' in the comments tonight. Typing fast, cracking jokes, adding fuel to the light. I'm on his top supporter in the chat. But he said cam up, Charlie, yeah, pressure like that. Hey, the travel POV, nodded off mid-live. Guess these late nights feel different, everybody can't survive. Hey, late nights, don't sleep, don't sleep. Real talk, raw speech, Peppers grind, proud lot. Charlie Chan, TV. If you're here every night, we see you. Let's talk.
Charlie Chan TV.
Y'all, this is what you drop Charlie Chan TV. We out here at Ryan's party, man. This number right now, man. My list, man.
Yeah. What's up, guys, man? How y'all doing? Shout out to Expat Living Overseas. Man, shout out to my good brother Prime pulling up in the chat, man. What it do, good brother? Tonight, man, I guess we're gonna discuss, man, because what I'm starting to see is it's a lot of people that's judging the other side, man. I guess if you're not traveling for peace, you're messed up, and if you're not traveling for love, you messed up. So I guess tonight, what it do, good brother? DC PRT, man, showing love in the building. How you feeling, brother? But man, everybody travels for something different, and man, I think we got to put the chaos to bed, man, because I feel like everybody is like, if you're not traveling for what I'm traveling for, there's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, now we're gonna dive into that. You said love calls you peace. Shout out to you. You said if love costs you peace, the price is too high. I agree, but if you look at relationships with America, these people that say that they're in love, they're rarely peaceful. They rarely come off as if they have peace. You know what I mean? So F them, let them talk. Yeah, I know, but my thing is make sure. Okay, there we go. There he is. Yeah, I'm froze. Okay, I look decent back there. Shout out to Lee Major. Shout out to my good brother Chris pulling up, showing love. Shout out to Lee Major pulling up, showing love. But man, with this community, man, it's a lot of diverse. People in here, and everybody travel for certain reasons. And for some reason, a lot of the community feel like if you're not traveling for while they're traveling, you got to be this, that, or the third, and stuff like that. Now, I completely agree with my good brother DCPRT, where you say F and let them talk, because they gonna talk. They gonna talk. When I was growing up, the older people used to say, man, they talked about Jesus and he was perfect. You know what I mean? So that shout out to my good brother Black Cleaner, man. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, Black Cleaner. You want to pull up, man, and share your experience. You still out there in CTG, brother? But yeah, man, I think it's a lot of that, man. To where if you're not traveling for love, you must be mongering. And if you're not traveling for peace, you a simp and all of that stuff, man. And like I say, although I do feel like my brother DCPRT, man, I think we got to put it to bed, man. Because guess what? Outside of the travel community, everybody hates us. If you're a man with a passport and you willing to go look at your options, other places, when I say options, I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about lifestyle, living, cost of living, all of that. If you're willing to look at this stuff, for some reason, society look at you in a bad way. So I think Jay-Z said it. He said nobody wins when the family feuds. So yeah, my definition of think you are the. Yeah, I know, Expat. You said that once before. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Your definition of insanity is thinking that you're the normal one. Well, here's the thing. I'm quite okay with not being normal. You know what I mean? Because I'm unique, and sometimes when you're unique, you don't fit in well. You know what I mean? I'm perfectly okay with that. You know what I mean? I go my own way. That's why I like my own solitude. That's why I like to be around myself. Because guess what? I don't argue with myself, at least not much. You know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about me stealing from me. I ain't got to worry about me stabbing me in the back. That's just like when I was growing up with some brother that's talking about, man, I do crimes by myself because I ain't going to snitch on me. That's a fact. So I like my solitude, but at the same time, you know, it's a lot of that goes on in this community. And it's almost like kids almost when you think about it, because it's like, I'm not the bad one. He is the bad one. Not knowing they look at it, all of us is the bad one. Yeah, you said crank that FDO and leave the haters behind. That's a fact. The haters gonna fall to the wayside automatically. You know what they say, the cream rise to the top, man. And the haters gonna fall to the wayside. That's just like if you look into the YouTube space right now, what they used to, I think traveling men, American traveling men was, if we didn't have any other content, let's talk about these guys. They so busy with hating their own camp, with hating each other and stuff like that, to where we just get to live our lives now. You know what I mean? Once again, I agree with DCPRT, man. F them, they gonna talk. But what I'm trying to bring up tonight is man, the most hate that I see is the hate that comes from us. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Experts say I don't lower my standards to fit in the crowd. I agree. I definitely agree. You know what I mean? But I'm not the same me all the time. Like sometimes I'll be in a relaxed, chill me where I just want to sit back and just contemplate. Other times I be the me just want to go out and get crunk and stuff like that, and just kick it around the boards. Like those two is almost like two different people. Not saying it's like any split personality or nothing, but it's just like one me is not me all the time. So yeah, no, I don't like. Sometimes I feel like going hanging out with the crowd, but sometimes, bro, I just feel like kicking it with me. I like me. That's one thing I've said numerous of times. I like me. There's a lot of people out there that don't like themselves, and therefore they have to numb them being alone by just being around anybody. Like say growing up, when you go to somebody's house and somebody's always stealing from them, somebody always got them in some drama, I would always be like, why you got these people around you? You know what I mean? Why you succumb yourself to these type of people? My good brother K9, how you doing, bro? Who is that? I think it was another brother had brung you up on the other live, man. K9, how you doing? Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. But that just is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't. For me, okay, I can tell y'all this. By being an army brat and moving around as a kid, you kind of learn to blend in. You kind of learn to adapt to what's around you. You know what I mean? So there's that. But on the other side of that, you start to learn what you like more a lot faster. For sure, bro. Yeah, everything good. No, I had to tell bro, and bro cool. He was cool, but when he was bringing, I was like, no, K9 the homie, bro. You know what I mean? Like if I f with you, bro, I f with you. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying he said anything. I think it was a misunderstanding. But I told him, yeah, man, I rock with bro, man. Bro seemed very solid. You know what I mean? I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you in person, but every time we converse on this here internet thing, man, you come off as a real solid brother, man. So if I detect that, man, I have no problem with letting the person know that's how I'm rocking. You know what I mean? That's just the same way if I don't rock with somebody, and guys know there's been people on here that I don't rock with, I have no problem letting them know. I have no problem letting them know. You know what I mean? You ain't got to guess if I rock with you. I will let you know. So, yeah, no. Nah. And like I say, bro was cool. I just think it was a misunderstanding. By the way, howdy. Now, with you, expat, man, it was a pleasure having you on last live. But, yeah, man. So I think that's the thing, man. Everybody travel for their own reason. It's married men that's married in America that's travel just to get a vacation outside of their family, and they not doing nothing other than that. Oh yeah, that's what's up. They're not doing nothing other than that. Just getting out the country or traveling somewhere to stretch their legs, like just get out of their current life so they can look out things from the outside in. Believe it or not, it's sometimes to where I get so stressed to where my sister be like, "You need a reset. You need to go on out of the country. You need to do something because I can tell you're not firing on all cylinders." And I'll be like, you know what, you're right. And when I come back, man, it's like I'm refreshed. You know what I mean? It's like I'm starting new. You know what I mean? Like it's like after a good long nap or something. I'm ready to take on the world when I get back, man. I'm ready to really dive in and focus on my work. So everybody don't travel for the same thing. Yeah, holiday and yeah, vacation and living overseas is definitely different, but at the same time, some people just need that reset. You know what I mean? Like I say, when I got back from Brazil, man, I felt like I could wrestle a bear. It was just so invigorating, man, just to, for one, go way on that side of the world, and for two, man, to like you just experience that and get back and you back in this reality after we done went to the favelas and things of that nature, and you get a chance to see like how people really live and how ungrateful that we are a lot of times. I can't say everybody, but I'm saying for the most part that we are for our lives. I think a lot of people got main character syndrome and they don't know the world going on around them outside of what they got going on. If you knew the problems of some of the other people in the world, you would be thankful for your problems. And that's a fact, man. That's something that traveling has afforded me to see. You know what I mean? Like, although I feel like my problems are bad, man, you go places in the world, bro, people have way worse problems than we do. A lot of times. I'm not saying every time and things of that nature, but a lot of times, man, like when you don't even have a way of feeding your child for real, man, that's got to be a terrible existence. And if you in America, unless you were born with some type of ailment or you develop some ailment, you can figure out how to get you some money. Money is in abundance over here. And it's not that way in all places. You know what I mean? So when I went to Brazil and I was in the favelas and I seen people was making a way out of what seemed to be no way, and they not just surviving, but they thriving, it was very motivating. It was definitely very motivating. I tell people to do makes them happy, not worried about what others think. Yeah, but unfortunately, we live in a society to where, and it's just the world what other people think. You know what I mean? Shout out to my good brother Chris. I'm I'm a proponent of bringing shame back. Yeah, some people need to be ashamed of what they do. Some people need to be ashamed for what come out of their mouth. Like if you knew what you did was gonna shame your mother, was gonna shame your family, your grandmother that went to church every Sunday. If you knew that was gonna shame her, bro, it's a lot of things that people wouldn't do. And shame is specifically how damn near people think is how people perceive you. Like you going out there and you being a scumbag, a low life, and that's gonna fall on your family. Like people knowing that you a scumbag, yeah, that's how people think about you. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, but how people think about you does shape how you live a lot of times. So yeah, there's that. But I like I said, I'm a proponent of bringing Shane back. If this dude, like say he out here and he's robbing old people and doing things like I was just watching some stuff about I'm gonna do a story on that about another brother on the internet that we all know to where man he just said some shameful shit and nobody seemed to talk about it because shame is not a thing no more. Look at the music nowadays. A lot of shit that these women say, they should be ashamed of. They should be ashamed of. Let's just be honest. In some men are not excluded. But yes, a lot of things that people say they should be ashamed of. You shouldn't fix your mouth for certain things to come out of your mouth. Oh yeah, no, I feel that. You say you talking about when you with making the right. Yeah, you should never be worried about making the right choices in life, what people think. But you got to think half of the world, well, I can't say half of the world, but majority of people are more or less on the bandwagon side. Some of the most popular music out there is like demonic music, chanted music about, and that's on both sides. Rock, heavy metal, rap, even goddamn it, songs, singing. So yeah, no, I feel you 100%. But like I say, I'm a proponent of shame and things of that nature. But let's back on the topic and things of that nature. And I'll drop the link soon if somebody want to pull up and and, give their point or what they're traveling for, because we're gonna dive into that tonight. Like, say, just because you don't travel for what I don't travel for love, to be honest. I just don't, because I don't look for love, period. You know what I mean? If love happened to find me, it finds me. You know what I mean? But going out there looking at a woman like, oh, she look like she'd be a great wife, is the best way to get you caught up in something. It's the best way. I'm like I was telling my people when it comes to housing, buying houses or buying any type of investment, fall in love with the numbers. Don't fall in love with the aesthetics and how things look. Fall in love with the numbers, because that's where the true value gonna come from. And how do I relate that? Fall in love with the character of a woman. Don't fall in love with her looks, because for one, looks are fading. They're fleeting. She's not gonna look the same 10 years from now, and neither are you. But guess what? She's going to still have those same morals. She's going to still have those same characteristics. So fall in love with the person, not the looks. Trade shortcuts and feel good now. Yeah, progress. I agree with you. Like say, I did all far as like focusing, losing weight, my financial journey and stuff that I'm on. I did great in January. I had one weekend where I allowed myself to get off track, and it was everything except for the fight. I promote, man, like bettering yourself, because how can you want a perfect woman and you not nowhere near a perfect man? She supposed to accept you living on your mama couch and shit like that. But you goddamn it want her to be, oh bro, she's not subservient to me. She don't want to follow me. You said I'm freezing? I try to keep an eye on the TV. I don't know if you can see me, but that's me on the back screen too. So I try to keep an eye on that. But yeah, if I freeze, just let me know, Lee Major. I'll try to catch it up. Yeah, Chase. But see, they don't believe in that. A lot of people don't believe in that. You know what I mean? Chasing the heart instead of the kid. Like say, I like good, wholesome women. You know what I mean? And let's be honest. I'm with T-Mobile. I'm with T-Mobile. Believe it or not, this was the first time after a couple of times that where the intro video didn't play straight through. But at the same time, you know what I think it is, Lee Major? Because I work on my Chrome browser, but I got a lot of windows up in my Chrome browser because I do e-com, so I have to do a lot of research on products and things of that nature. And it's still up because I got some products that I got to execute on, so I didn't want to close it down. But it seemed like whenever I do that, that's when I start having the most problems. So I think I think I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, shout out to you, Lee Major. Like I said, man, just keep me up to keep me like if I'm freezing, just put it in chat, bro. I'm paying attention to it. But yeah, man. So I think we all mean, and shame is, I mean, like trying to belittle somebody because they don't believe in what you believe in. I think that's unbecoming of a person. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you a man, like, oh man, you need to be going over there to find a wife. Like, how you know I want a wife, bro? Not saying that I don't, me personally, but I'm not over here looking under rocks for wives. That's just not what I do. That's not how I get down. Like I say, let's just say, especially with today's day and age, how many good women do you think it is out there? Certainly not as many as it is bad women that think they should be able to show they have naked body on the internet. They should be able to be spoiled, be passenger princess, not listen to you, but everything that you do, every dime that you make need to be in the pursuit of making her happy. It's more women out there like that that's not than not. So I think not only that, I think us as men, we need to start vetting women more. I used to think that like it began and end with women, and it don't. It begins and ends with men because if men hire their standards as far as who they're gonna take seriously, a lot of these women will tighten up. But guess what? She'll get on there after with 8 pounds of makeup on, showing her body in the most flattering way. And y'all, she the one, she wifey material. Man, she not even side chick material. Shout out to my brother, shout out to my brother Brian. He said with the SNL monologue. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But man, you know what? Just because I want you guys to know, man, I'm not no rookie at this, man. You know what I mean? And I haven't always made the best decision when it came to women. I could tell you chasing beauty is not really the end all be all because I made that mistake and chase beauty. And if I could be honest, and this is just my synopsis, please, I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. The most beautiful, like, who said that? Kanye West. The most beautiful people do the ugliest things. Show me beautiful women that's on the internet. I'm talking about a gaggle of them, a gang of them, to where they out there, they're pushing being womanly. They're pushing being mothers, women-like, opposed to want to pop they private online, want to show they ass online, opposed to that. Because for every one woman that's out there showing that, shout out to UK9, for every one woman out there that you can find like that, you can find 10 that's the opposite of that. Feel like she don't need to bring nothing to the table. She is the table. Well, that's a raggedy ass table, ma'am. And that table that had too many chairs in it and around it for you to want the most that you ever got from the last dude. Ain't none of your baby daddies made over $30,000 a year, but for some reason, all of a sudden now, because you got a vagina, you need a goddamn 100,000. A man that make 100,000 a year. Man, you dropped out in the 10th grade. You got 4 kids. You'll be lucky if you get another nigga that make 30,000 a year. But we don't tell them that. You know why? Because they look good. She got 4 kids and she look good. So you willing to overcome. You willing to overlook her red flags to get some box. So that's why I say it begins and ends with us as men. We need to up our standards. Not only do we need to up our standards, we need to up who we are as men. That's why at the beginning of the year, I told you I was warding off my 3 biggest vices. That's women, drinking, and smoking. And man, shout out to my good brother Chalupe, man. How you feeling, brother? And that's what I tell you, man. Listen, the times to where I don't have no problem with women is the time to where I'm in my bag and I don't care about women. They just seem to show up. They just seem, if you a man and you in the chat and you could contest that, just think about it. When you in your bag and you doing your thing and you focusing on bettering yourself, women just show up. At the store, you smell good. You got a woman? You know what I mean? At the park, hey, how you doing? I see you out here a lot. At the restaurant, you know what I mean? At the bar, they just show up like that when you doing your thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. And for some reason, a lot of men, especially men that in this corner of the internet, you feel like if you succumb to a woman's every need, she's gonna love you. If that's the case, why these scribbles don't run off with these tricks in the store, at the scribbles joint? They despise them men. They despise them men. Let's just think about it. Let's do a case study on it. But a P could have 6 to 10 women working for him at once, because guess what? He put the box below where he is. Baby, I don't want your box. I don't need you. Need to bring something to the table other than a box. Instead of saying you are the table, bitch, you can't even, what? All these women that they think it's so funny to where, oh, if you had to choose to live in the wilderness with a bear or a man, who would you choose? And all I'm saying, the bear. Well, when that shit happened in Memphis and they had the ice storm or wherever it was, I didn't see bears out there, goddamn it, getting power back to them houses. I didn't see bears out there, goddamn it, making those streets drivable again. I didn't see not one goddamn bear out there. But they don't need men. That's a fucking joke. And a lot of y'all men fall for it. She a good woman. And here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I done thought it too. Oh, she ain't never had one like me. I could change her. Yeah, all right. Y'all know how that turned out. You know how that turned out. I could change her. She ain't never had a real one like me. Wait till I get her. I'm a changer. Yeah. Some of these people, some of them just can't be changed. Just like your homeboy, he can't be changed. The homegirl can't be changed neither. It's just like y'all saying, free Pookie from jail. No, Pookie deserved to be in jail. He robbed 4 liquor stores in one weekend. He deserved to be in jail. Come on, man. And hit an old lady driving out the parking lot trying to get away. He deserved, ain't no free Pookie. No, incarcerate Pookie. Everybody in jail is not in jail unjustly. Some niggas just deserve to be there. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's a fact. That's a fact. He said, I don't need a woman that handles more hot dogs than a winter car. But they're out there. They're out there, though. Do y'all know, like, to a woman, 10 bodies is not a lot? Let that sink in. 10 bodies is not a lot as a woman. And mind you, this is 25-year-olds. You know what I mean? This is 26-year-olds, 27-year, 10 bodies. That's not a lot. But you look at her, you could change her because she ain't never had a real one like you. She ain't never had a real one like you could change her. You come in, you a hard-working man in there. She's going to be giving that box away while you at work. And here's the thing. You let her wear the pants once, you're going to never get them pants back again. And I'm not saying women this and women that, because like I said, I've always said, this is not the He-Man Woman Hater Club. This is not. I just think a man should be a man and a woman should be a woman. But at the same time, a lot of it is on men. Because you willing to bend to her every whim to get some box. Why would she respect you? Why would she follow your lead? When she know if she hold the box out, you're going to be down there like a puppy panting for some water. Why would she? She gets nothing out of that. Is it 10 light for today's time? Yeah, 10. Yeah, that's what they say. 10 is light for today's time. But guess what, Rand? It's still the same body. We're still the same humans from 20, 30 years ago. It's just the mindset that didn't change. Yeah, 10 bodies is light. And a woman will tell you that. Oh, I only had 10 bodies. I don't even ask a woman that. You know why? Because she gonna lie. Or it's gonna be some outrageous numbers. You done had 10 bodies before you hit your 20s, baby. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You was the little T-roll, and that what we call them up north, down south. They call them flippers. She was a little flipper in school though. Yeah. 3, 4 on them at once. Yeah, that was you. And you talking about, oh, I was a kid then. Yeah, you still got them bodies on you though. You still got them bodies on you though. And you want a good man. Yeah, all right. Well, who's that dude, that famous dude, that famous athlete that's fucking with NBA young boy baby mama? Oh, I tried to come in and I tried to do this, that, and the third, treated her kids like they was my own. How that's working out for him? Let's just be honest. How that's working out for him? You said you wanted your own business. I help you open your own business and look at you in the club popping to your baby daddy song. Yeah, all right. Because you thought you could change her. She ain't never had one like you, though. She ain't never had one like you, though. And I'm saying that to say, just to bring the full circle, keep that in mind when you're talking about you traveling for love. You think because she speak another language, she different? I'm not saying all of them are like that, but it's the same here. Especially in the DR. The DR is so Americanized, we need to call it Little America. Little America. Bro, we done had brothers come up on here saying they sending $1,200 a month to chicks down there. $1,200. She faithful, though. She faithful. She ain't let nobody get that box. She keeping it on lock with you. She ain't going to the club, drinking Presidentes with that. No, she probably not drinking. She drinking Corona because she bougie now. $1,200 a month? Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, I agree with that. Expats say you can't blame others for what you allow in your life. And that's my whole point of what I'm saying, expat. We as men have to up our standards. But we have to get better so we could demand better. Come on now. It's gonna always be little thoughts out there. It's gonna always be little pass arounds out there. But that don't mean you should try to change her, because she ain't gonna change. When you kiss her in public and niggas do this, when you do that, like somebody, yeah, that let you know about her past. You walking in public holding her hands and niggas pointing at you, laughing and shit. I seen it. I've been one of the niggas laughing like, he just don't know. And she praying to God that I don't say nothing to her. And I'm not, because guess what? I'm going to keep it P at all times. And if you got you a sucker, you got you a sucker. When I was younger, I used to look at National Geographic and I'd be like, why the cameraman won't help the little baby zebra? It's just a baby. That's the way the cookie crumble. That's the laws of nature. I'm saying that to say it's going to always be a lame out there that's going to want to wife her up. Because he could change her. She ain't never had a good man like him. And look, in all her stories, she was never the problem. Y'all better pick up what I'm putting down. In all of her stories, she was never the problem. He cheated on her. He beat on her. He had sex with her mother. He got them and stole from her daddy. All of that. What did you do, ma'am? You mean to tell me you just this little perfect princess? Now, let me be fair, too. I have met some women that had some bad encounters. I met a female to where she said, And there's no way to confirm nor deny this, but I believed it because she came off as a honest character. The first time she had unprotected sex, she got pregnant. Well, the first time she had sex, not even unprotected, the first time she had sex, she got pregnant. What a hell of a shake of the dice is that? The first time you did, you got pregnant. That's crazy. Only by grinding and leveling up can you create a better life. No, I agree with you. I definitely do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm gonna drop the link, man. I didn't kind of let the views go down just because I know that's gonna hit some people hard. And y'all, I want y'all to understand this, bro. I'm not on here talking down on nobody, bro, because we all gotta learn. Some people learn later in life, some people learn earlier in life. Fortunately, unfortunately, or however you want to look at it, I was one of the people that learned early in life. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's just sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But also, I got a homeboy to him and his like him and his. I think he like 41. No, he like 42. His wife is like 40, 39. They've been together since they've been 13 and 14. You know what I mean? That's when shout out to Chris. That's when he say that's when it was real. That puppy love, that's when it was real. But man, she get 30, bro. It's more than likely not real like that no more, man. When she talk about she willing to settle down and all of that stuff, what type of language is that for a woman to use? I'm willing to settle down. You mean to tell me you willing to goddamn it take the box off the goddamn it off the shelf instead of just letting anybody come by and sample it? No, I agree with that. But some people keep on making the same mistake time and time again. 5 marriages in, some people keep learning the same mistakes in. 5 baby daddies in, some people just keep learning that, creating the same mistakes. So, what is that? YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly sharing the link. You may need to share the link on another way. What? They just told me I couldn't share the link. Unworthy respect suckers and tricks. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. I just tried to share the link and they wouldn't let me share the link. Hey, YouTube is on one for me. I don't know. Maybe I said something triggering. YouTube's like, oh no, he's trying to start a simplest army. Yeah. What new you said? I'm unworthy of respect. Simps and tricks. I agree. But what about slurs and whores? What about them? Do they deserve respect? Oh, she's just a woman, bro. That's why I'm telling you. The people that I really despise is the dude that's gonna go and get into somebody else's business just because it's a man and a woman. You don't know what this woman did because I done seen some evil women in my time. She probably punched his mama in the face, and just because you see him and her argue, you gonna come to her aid. I done seen people get deleted like that. I promise you, I done seen it. See, I tell people to stop making the same mistakes, expecting a different outcome. Yeah, but here's the thing: is it the same mistake when it's a different woman? Is it the same mistake then? Just because I'm gonna see if I can't drop this link again. Hey, YouTube is on my heels, y'all. I don't know what it is. Let's see. YouTube is not letting me drop the link. That is crazy. Check your comment. That's crazy. I've never seen it. This is fairly common. I'm sharing that link. Maybe you need to share it. I don't know how another way to share it. Like if y'all got suggestions on another way to share the link, shit, help me to it. Because I don't know. Damn, YouTube is on. That has never happened to me. You say a snake can never change by shedding its skin. That's a fact. And you know what? X-Pac, I'm gonna build on that. A snake only shed its skin to become a bigger snake. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. They shedding their skin, they becoming a bigger, better snake. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna drop the link, but I don't know what to do. Same mistake. Yeah, but here's the thing: she got a fat ass, so they overlooked the red flag. I'm not exempt, bro. My last relationship, I overlooked the fact that she didn't own a mop because she had some fire with her. You know what I mean? She has some fire with it. I will never fuck with a woman that own a mop that don't own a mop and a mop bucket. She owned a Swiffer sweeper. Yeah, she owned one of those. But it's not the same. Especially if you come up where I come from. It's not the same. It said pack a couple bags, the feds coming. Well, here's the thing, Chris. He said pack a couple double bags, the feds coming. I ain't got shit in here. Well, I ain't got nothing at all. I ain't got nothing at all. I don't do nothing no more. So they can come all they want to. I don't do nothing. If they find something in here, believe it or not, they bring it with them. They damn. Y'all got me. I ain't even drinking tonight. Y'all got me on one. But yeah, no, for sure, man. Like we got to start holding each other accountable. You say you in Minnesota. Shout out to Mo Black, man. I was wondering when you gonna pull up and argue with me. Mo Black say. Hey, here's the thing. you Minnesota, they come and Charlie Somali. Bro, here's the thing. Reason why y'all haven't seen me on here really going in on the Somalians, for one, I'm in business with a couple of them. Like the thing about the Somalian people is, and I can't even say it's a bad thing. They're not gonna fuck with you, and you're not gonna fuck with them if they not getting money with you. If you're not getting money with them. And I gotta respect that. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, why are we sitting around talking and playing? Nigga, if we not bettering each other, if I'm not making money off you or you're not making money off me, what are we doing? And I gotta respect that. I wish a lot of us black people was like that. Instead of just sitting around wanting to smoke and drink with each other. You know what I mean? And talk about the little hood rats in the hood. I used to tell my nephews, man, if y'all got cash like y'all got ass, y'all would be 100%. But they didn't evolve and they didn't up their game. I can say that. They really in their bag now. But yeah, Mo Black, that's a good one. He said Charlie is Somali. Yeah, all right. All the shit I done been through in Mississippi. You know what? Mo Black, have you ever seen a Somali in Texas? Because all the time I ain't seen Somali until I came to Minnesota. But in all fairness, Minnesota have the biggest Somalian community in America. He said, I don't think shooting until he stopped allowing his banana to. Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Kevin Samuels. He said that, man. He said, and I'm gonna paraphrase. He said, but a man could truly level up when he stopped thinking with his little head, man. And January for me was the point of that. I mean, it really drove that home, man. I made some great strides in January, so much so to where 2026 is going to be a good year. And all I did was cut out my vices, mainly women. And here's the thing. I'm not blaming women for my decisions or anything like that, because that would be idiotic. Just saying like chasing women opposed to chasing a better life, a healthier life, a more financial way of living, a more free way of living have costed me a lot. You know what I mean? Shout out to it said, what you hiding? What you mean? I'm not hiding nothing, sir. I'm an open book. I think I misspoke earlier. I'm not hiding nothing. Is the Walgreens near me? The lady who checked me out was Somali. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You know what? When I was down south, I've never seen a Somali. Shout out to POV, man. How you living, brother? Or you said never seen a Somalian in my life. See, I feel you. They're not coming down south. You know what I mean? But two tones is money didn't call themselves black until I showed up. Now, that's a fact. Because here's the thing. Two tone, you touched on something there. Here's the thing. They was actually separating themselves. No, we're not black. We're this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So that's an actual fact. That's why I'm not running to the front lines. Y'all done seen, if y'all been watching me long enough, I done showed y'all footage of me on the front lines. You know what I mean? I done showed that a couple times, but that's why I'm not running to the front line, because you only want to be that when it suits you. You know what I mean? Where were you when the times was hard for the people that you trying to identify now? You know what I mean? So no, that's a whole pack. That's a whole point right there. And said, a girl asked me why a man always two heads and no brains. I said the same reason women have four lips and can't close them. That's a fact. Hey, you know what? My mind automatically went there. My mind automatically went there. You got four lips and can't close none of them. Neither pair. And guess what? Just like if a man don't think with his little head, if a woman could keep those two sets of lips closed, I think she could have a more prosperous life. Listen, do y'all know that the women nowadays, they push a whole face? It's okay to have a whole face. That's what they pushing now. Can you imagine your woman saying, yeah, when I was in college, I had a whole face. I was just going and laying in the bed with any and everybody. You'll be looking at her like, you nasty bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you goddamn it, disgust. You got a stench on you that I just can't. That's what I smelled. That was coming out of your pores, not your box, because you a clean chick, but I smelled it coming out of your pores. That was your college days, and you 30 now. Talking about a whole phase. Yeah, all right. Being a hoe don't phase you, huh? Yeah, that's why shout out to bro that said 10 is light for this day and age. They'll get 10 bodies in the summer. She want a man with 6 figures. Bitch, you done slept with a nigga with 6 different STDs. And you want a man with 6 figures. All right. I think let me try this again. I think goddamn it, what is this, man? Oh, let me try this again. Let's see. Link to your guest, you may also sure instructions for this. I don't know. We finna see. But once again, he said saw a video where a woman was saying they reset their body count. See, that be the funny shit. See what I'm talking about, y'all? That be the funny shit, and they actually believe that. You think you celibate? You talking about you a born again virgin? Them 30 niggas that you goddamn it leg hit, they don't think you a virgin. And here's the thing, talking about born again, that thing still got an echo to it. You get down and be like, hello. Be like, hello, hello, hello. That thing got an echo to it. That thing sound like, you know how people used to play the jugs down? So, whoo, 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 whoo. That's how it sounded when she walked. And she told me she was a born again virgin. All right. All right. We understand now. Uh-oh. No, let's see. I don't know. YouTube is on one for me tonight. If YouTube comment was a how can they shout out to my good brother POV? How can they reject my comment? It's literally saying YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share the link another way. What other way can I share it? Help me out, POV. Like you the IT guy in the space here, man. What else can I do? You know what I mean? But either or, man, I'm all here building with y'all, man. And you know, whether y'all own goddamn camera or not, man. I look at y'all as like a part of this thing of ours, man. I've always said that from day one. This is not my show. This is not my thing. It's our thing. I just moderate it. I said hit the like button. Yep. He said if you have a smile. Hey, hit the like button if you just showed up and showed some love. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah, that's just like when you had the Latin people. That was y'all was all better, this, that, and the third, up until goddamn it, what's name got in office. And I was like, why y'all not helping us? What you mean, Pepe? Jose, what you mean? I thought you said you ain't fuck. Ain't that what he said? He said they ain't fuck with us. Y'all don't want us around. See, that's what they said. They don't even want us around there. But wouldn't you want us to be around you to march and shit? Good luck. Good luck. So I don't know. Let me try this shit from my other phone. Cause that's crazy. I wasn't planning on having a long live tonight. That anyway, but man. But I do this, man. I'll rock out. Y'all know me. Broke down cars with high mileage. Yeah, you damn sure right. And they want the most for them. They want Ferrari prices for 1969 Pinto with 250,000 miles on it, with 4 different tires on it. What it do, MJ, man? How you doing? And appreciate you pulling up. Man, like we just going over it tonight, man. And this is me. A lot of this is me holding us accountable. Because it's not me holding y'all accountable, because I didn't fail to. That's how I got the knowledge to speak about the things that I did, because I have slipped and failed in a lot of these situations. Oh no, she got a real one. She ain't never had one like me. I'm a changer. Yep. All right. Yeah, NYC travel to look for a wife. Okay, that's what's up. That well, you know what? That's what's up. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, you can. I honestly believe you can find a wife travel. But I honestly believe you can find a wife here in the States. It's gonna be a lot harder. It is, but you're going to, a lot of people is going to a place where you don't even speak the language, so that come with work themselves. I think people want instant gratification, and that's just not how life works. You're gonna have to put in the work either way it go. I love out of the country. Me personally, I travel for peace, man. It's like once I really get into the DR, man, and I start like that sun start beaming down on my face, the air quality is different, man. It's like I could really let my guards down. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm not so hostile. I don't have to be on the edge as much. I don't have to be like, as soon as I see a group of dudes, like, man, it might finna have to go down, man. Damn. You know what I mean? A man wants to drown in the sea of trolls to find a good woman. Yeah. No man wants to drown. No, I get it, but at the same time, you're going to have to sacrifice. Nothing good comes without sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to be, in order to win, just take this with you. In order to win, you got to be willing to lose. That just is what it is. In order to win, you got to be willing to lose, bro. You got to be willing to take some losses. You got to be willing for the chick to get over on you. You got to, that's just is what it is. You know what I mean? But a lot of us, myself, have been scarred so badly to where I don't think I'll never be able to trust a woman full wholeheartedly. You know how bad she gonna have to be, and I'm not talking about looks wise. I'm talking about woman wise. For me not to never have to like question her loyalty, come on, man. I might just don't have it in me. Oh, you said NYC. You said left a job in corporate America to look for a wife. Try to change. Well, NYC is a loser, bro. Yep, that's remember what I was saying. It's just that type is man like that I just don't respect, man. Like all of that nut shit that they got going on. Now, once again, I haven't caught much of his what's the name or much of his content because his content don't even come across my timeline. You know what I mean? Now, once again, I said I wasn't gonna speak bad about Jay Rello, but his content don't even come across my timeline. That YouTube don't even like, hey, you might like this. They don't even do that. But NYC is man, come on, bro. I said, man, them dudes that's into it with NYC, bro, they gonna go to jail for harming a vulnerable adult. You could tell, come on, bro. He ain't got it all. And MJ, that listen, you may be him, but like with everybody else, and I don't know if whoever was in here tried to call me out when bro was on. Oh, Charlie, don't get quiet now. Come on, man, that's crazy. That's crazy because I'm still being a gentleman. I still carry myself with respect and honor. Y'all felt like I was cowering out. No, no. Like I say, over here, but we free to disagree with each other as long as we do it in a civil way. Soon as I got a chance to say something, I agree. I mean, I express my grievances. And I still hear to this day, man, bro, conned you, man. Bro, conned you. You said, learning the local language made another country easy. You know what? Yep, I agree with you. Learning the, but I think that go without saying. But it's some brothers that's in, and I think that's the mindset of people that's in this community that you feel like you're gonna go over there, you're gonna find love, and you don't even have to learn the language. You don't even have to know what she's saying. She just gonna love you. Why? The people here didn't love you, but you're gonna go over there and she just gonna, oh my king. Come on, man. You think she's gonna be like, what's the name on Coming to America? Whatever you like. What do you like to eat? Whatever you like. That's what you think gonna happen when you get off the plane. Come on, bro. And I hate to, and I know I'm gonna lose some people for this, and that's fine. But you a loser if you think that way. You get no play here, but as soon as you get off the plane, they're just gonna be bigging at your feet. That's why one of the bros left the community because, like, man, you and bro, y'all was doing good. The women liked y'all over there. Like, we some pretty Ricky ass niggas. Like, we some pretty Ricky ass dudes and stuff like that. Like, we going out there, we got the juice, we got the soul glow dripping and everything. No. In order to get that, in order to, especially in that style, in order to meet new women, you got to be putting yourself out there to get turned down. See, but he only seen the shots that was made. He only paid attention to the shots that was made. He didn't pay attention to the shots that was missed. He didn't pay attention to when I spoke to a woman, she acted like I wasn't there and kept walking. He didn't pay attention to that, even though he was right there. He paid attention to the ones that stopped and put their number in my phone. Tell the whole story, not just the part you like. Tell the whole story. Don't excuse your absentness. Don't excuse you're willing to get out there and compete because you only want to pay attention to the good part. You seen me talk to 10 women in a row. And out of that 10, I might have got 4 or 3. But guess what? I want to talk to another 10 and another 10 and another 10. You gonna win doing that. Somebody gonna like you. Somebody somewhere gonna like you. Somebody said, man, as long as you dress well and smell good, somebody somewhere gonna like you. Excuse me for a minute. You might be but y'all, they don't want to hear that though. I'm okay with a woman turning me down. You think it's gonna be the last time a woman gonna turn me down, bro? Come on, man. I wouldn't even know how to conduct myself if every woman I ever talked to just gave me the green light. I just don't know. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's a fact. You said, don't say go looking for a wife in the red light district. Yeah, I agree. Don't go looking for a wife in the red light district. Or here's the thing: if that's what you want to, do your thing. But don't be mad. Don't blame all women when the woman in the red light district continue to be the person she is that she was when she met you, because you couldn't change her. You want to be, oh, women is this, that, and the third. Bro, you met her after somebody else just got them and came from her inner. Somebody else literally just hopped up out of her. You say, oh, women are the same. No, nigga, you're just a super lame. You're not even a regular lame. You a samurai lame. Lame at the highest level. Bro, I thought you in the club. Come on, man. Come on, man. Shout out to my good brother Prime. It says 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna try to come in on my other what's name so I could see if I could drop the one. That's crazy though. Oh. But at the same time, bro, this is like I say, this is not me trying to talk down on anybody, because like I said, I made a lot of these mistakes, man. I have. It's not just me saying like, man, I'm so perfect. This is what you gotta look out for. I'm like, no, nigga, I done slipped so many times. This is what I fell victim to. And believe it or not, I've done fairly well with women. I have done fairly well with them. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it rarely works out. And I'll say this: I have also messed over a lot of good women. It's a couple women who I'm like, damn, I done let the good one get away. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Like, I think somebody say, man, you probably already met the person that you could have been with for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna try to drop this link again, man, because hey, YouTube got me going for a whole hour. I'm just on here, bro. Like say, when it comes to this life experience thing, when it comes to financing and stuff like that, bro, I could go for hours and hours. You know what I mean? I got another live that I'm gonna drop where it's called like one of the bros called me out. And I'm okay with it because guess what? Over here, where men supposed to dwell, and in academic pride, we just gotta hold each other accountable. I'm not without flaws. So when I do something or somebody call me on something and you right about it, guess what I'm gonna say? Yeah, you're right. I don't, and that's the thing about me in this channel, man. I don't never want it to be an echo chamber. Anybody that's watching, anybody that's a part of this community, don't ever think it's an echo chamber. We're all going to get behind you and rally behind you because you're a man. No, because you could be wrong too, just like I could be wrong. I don't pride myself on knowing everything. I pride myself on willing to learn. You said Junior Thailand got his one from a red light district. Yeah, he domesticated her. You said he. Keep telling yourself that. And I thought she was from a okay. Yeah, I guess a massage parlor could be. But to say that is to say all massage parlors are like, like this here. But yeah, no. See, and that's what happened, guys. Read the comment. That's what happened, guys. You said Zoom did it. I could do it too. All right. All right. Like, what do I know, bro? What do I know? And here's the thing: an exception to the rule do not disprove the rule. Go out there and see how it worked for you. And we don't know what Zoom got going on in the background. He probably take care of that woman's whole family. We don't know. I'm not saying he do, because Zoom seemed like a real dope, cool person, all of that stuff. I'm just saying we don't know. We are looking, that's like looking at Instagram and judging your life at the highlights of somebody else's life. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I agree with that. You must accept the consequence of your actions. Mo Black saying, Zoom Thailand ain't found no woman. That woman is on the payroll. Read it. I just said back and let it read it, because that's exactly what I was saying. I didn't even see Mo Black had put that in there. He said Zoom to Thailand ain't found no woman. That woman is on the payroll to be with him. He met her in a massage parlor. Yeah. Pull up. Now, here's the thing. You could do that here in America. If you're going to do that, you go meet a chick, open a business in her name, make sure that the business is contingent on her being with you, and she be with you forever. Just go do that. You'll be fine in that case. Just because, I think so too. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but we looking at a snapshot. And Zoom is, I tell you where I admire him at, and it's not in the woman department. It's not in his life. I admire him in his editing skills. He off the chain when it comes to editing, like being a content creator, and to understand how hard editing and how time consuming it is, and see how he edit. He on a different level. That's what I watch this shit for. I like it because his transitions is dope. The way he dope with it, bro. You can tell he really come from that type of background. But to say, like, to look at him and say, oh, he got him a woman out of massage parlor. He done domesticated her. Bro, you're lying to yourself. And if that's the case, you could do that in America. Put a woman on the payroll. She'll be with you until the money stops. And that still goes on in America too. Like, say, if you could get a woman and she's from the slums in Detroit or something like that, and you moving her to the rich part of Massachusetts and stuff like that, she'll be around. She might be giving your neighbor some box, one of your co-workers some box, because you can't change a person. You can't change a person's character. So that there's that. It's just yeah. Shout out, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that that like button, man. If you haven't subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button, man. Like I say, I'm in a subscription war with my good brother Malik. And as of now, man, he up on me, man. I know y'all, come on, man. If y'all rock with Charlie Chan Gang, man, if I've ever dropped anything on you that resonate with you, or something that you can identify with, or something that just ever made you thought, man, hit the subscribe button, man. Y'all can't let bro get over on me like that, man. Like, shout out to my good brother Malik, you know what I mean? But y'all can't let him do me like that, man. Like, come on, man. He said, I bet money he paid an editor. They ain't cheap out there. If you keep in mind now, I don't know about that, Mo Black. Everything's probably cheap out there, but for one, his editing has been consistent. One, for two, he came from that background. He showed where Robert Townsend, was that his name? The dude that made the Hollywood Shuffle. He was in Blank Man, I think that's his name. That was his mentor. So he came from that background. So for him being a good editor, I could see that. I won't bet on it because I don't, like I said, I don't know him personally and I don't know his personal life, but his editing has always been on point. Always on point. You know what I mean? So yeah. If they editing like that out there and it's cheap, I want one. And here's the thing, Mo Black, I'm gonna get you one too. You don't even make content. I'm gonna get you an editor. Shit, if they edited like that, bro, man, that's the only reason. Like, say I can't say that's the only reason because, like, say sometimes he do got some decent content. But yep, Robert Townsend, yep, the 5 Heartbeat. You damn sure right, the 5 Heartbeat. I forgot about that. Shout out to Prime, and he always gonna hit you with some shit you don't be thinking about. But let's say many men chase the same type of woman. They try to escape. No, that's a fact. That's why they get over out over in other countries and have the same problem because they chasing the same type of women. Instead of looking at a woman's character, instead of looking at a woman's hearts, instead of looking at the person that this woman is, say she got a fat rear end. She pretty in the face with all that makeup on. Yeah, nigga, you can put a wig on a pig and get it a gig, but at the end of the day, it's still a pig. Come on, man. You said Two Tone say sound like D policing in the chat. Elaborate, Two Tone. We say D policing. Just what you mean by that? Because I'm against D policing because you get to do whatever you want with your D, but at the same time, don't make those mistakes and then come over here and complain about it. You see what I'm saying? But I feel you. Yeah, Meteor Man. Hey, now I might not be. Hey, Ren, how old are you, bro? Because listen, I may not be the oldest, but I don't never remember nobody doing the blonde hair like that before the end. Before Meteor Man came out, they had the blonde hair on the little what was those little gang that was in the movie? Oh yeah, just saying Zoom. Oh yeah, Robert Towns, Foul Heartbeat. Yeah, I've never seen like say they had all of them with the blonde little hair and shit like that. I said, oh yeah, that was great. That went crazy back then. You say Zoom barely know how to use a computer. He got a decent well from what and once again, I'm not saying yay or nay, but he let you see his setup. And for a person that barely know how to use a computer, he got a hellified setup. He got actual camera equipment, things of that nature. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't bet on that. But once again, I'm not Zoom lawyer. I'm not here to say he's on point or nothing like that. I'm just saying that I don't know. I'm saying like you can't. I wouldn't look at L and say, oh, he done domesticated a woman or a pro. I wouldn't say that just because. Hold on, I skipped one. Just because it looks good on YouTube, we can't believe everything we see on YouTube. Man, he might yell cut and she go home. We don't know. I'm not saying she do or she don't. I'm just saying we don't know because we on the outside looking in. Like say, man, bro, I'm saying this is my crib, bro. When I close this off, man, bro, I might go sleep in my car. Y'all don't know for real. Gotta invest back in the content, guys. So I some take off. No, I agree with that. You definitely. That's why Mo Black. I'm on that too. This year I'm investing more in my content because they was baking me one goddamn live, man, and that really fucked with me a little bit. I held it together, but that really fucked with me. Especially I had just made some hell of moves as far as because I got a life outside of this YouTube thing. You know what I mean? I definitely do. But they was baking me on that, bro. But I generally still don't know what it is. Is it my computer or is my my internet? I want to say it's my internet because I paid so much for this computer. But just because you pay a lot for something don't mean that it's worth it. I.e. these women. You know what I mean? Just because you got them in the pay and spent a lot of money on it don't mean she's worth it. You know what I mean? That's a life lesson that I take to other parts of my life. You have two lives going. Yeah, that's a vertical live and that's a horizontal live. One is for your cell phone and one is for your like your TV or your computer. So yeah, that's why it's like that. Shout out to my good brother Navi. He had sent me that and I got so busy that I couldn't respond. But that's all that is. That just helped my numbers, like to where I would do. Let's just say 200 and 300 with the vertical. I'll probably do like 5 or 6 because some people they could access it from there more easier than they would had it just only be in the horizontal line. So stop hating. No. We men are the prize, and we have limitless options when women overseas, as long as we have the blue book, regardless of how unattractive, corny, and desperate, or broke we are. Chris trolling y'all. Chris trolling. See, but that's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Just because I did these numbers on here once before, but I'll do them again. Numbers are relative. Like how we know how much a million is because we know how much 100,000 is because we know how much 1,000 is. 1,000 is 100,000 100 times. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say this: if a female rent in the DR is $500 and the female rent in America is, let's just say, $2,500 because she living good, like some of you dudes make these chicks live good. You get this chick half of her month's rent, of course she gonna act like she like you. But to you, it's not a lot because it's only $250. You get this chick here half of her rent, she gonna act like she like you too, but it's a lot because you gotta live by these standards. It's a lot, but you'll get the same treatment out of her if you did the same thing with her. You see what I'm saying? So it's all relative, man. It's just when you go down there, you could act rich and you could give. Oh man, it's only $250. That's my girlfriend. I got her back. Yeah, all right. One got her back, literally, against the wall, slapping cheeks and everything. That's what one got, or a woman with more plastic than a Barbie doll. Yeah. So LOL facts. They think we're the golden lord. Oh, golden lords. That's what they were too. You damn sure right. Now here's the thing. It's a lot of old cats in here like Mo Black. He way older than me. He got me by like 20 years. But he could probably tell us if somebody did the blonde hair before goddamn it Robin Townsend did in the was it Meteor Man. Yep. Okay, I seen that. So one desktop version and the other one mobile live. Yep. One of them is a desktop and one is the mobile. So it just really helped with my lives and stuff. Shout out to Ronin Travelers. I kind of picked that up for him because the first time it was up, I'm like, bro, this is stupid. Why would I do that? But it makes sense. Like say when people rolling through, I mean like scrolling through their shorts, my live will come up and they might stop and hear something that they like or something like that. But you said in the right relationship, you are both the prize. In the right relationship, you are both the prize. I could argue that either way because if what she bring you, many women could bring you. She's not as much as the prize as you think. You know what I mean? YouTube on my heels because they rarely do it back to back. They freeze my screen. Um, but yeah, I get that. You said you ain't tricking if you got it. Two Tone say you ain't tricking if you got it. What did I say to this, guys? I done said that a lot. I done seen that a lot of times, and I done debunked that a lot of times. It is still tricking, sir. You know who came up with that? Who came up with that saying? A rich trick. It is still tricking if you got it. They're just gonna say, "Oh, it's not. It's not throwing money in the ocean if you got a lot of money." It's still throwing money in the ocean, my good sir. I would beg to differ. Like it is still tricking. Just because you got it, you just got a lot less because you done tricked it off on something that's you're gonna not get a return on, not a significant return anyway. Mo Black say, bro, it ain't that old. Shout out to you, Mo Black. You a little old though. Like, yeah, no, you a little old. And said it means you both add value into a relationship. Yeah, for sure. But somebody got to add some. It's rarely ever an equal amount of value. You know what I mean? It's rare. Like how would you explain something like that? How would you quantify that? Like, we're both bringing an equal amount of value. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I had seen that. I had froze. Yep, yep, yep. That's why I had stopped talking. I'm gonna try to say you're into change his ways of thinking, and this option is the one he visit Mecca. Let me highlight that right fast. That's interesting because here's the thing: the more that I'm coming on here, the more that I'm getting a chance to converse with you guys, is the more I have to internalize things. The more I have to think things through before I say them, because people may just get on the internet and just open their mouth and let words come out. Well, the things that I say is very well thought out. That's why a lot of people can't back me down off of what I say. That's why I say you may not agree with everything I say, but my logic is sound. You see what I'm saying? So but at the same time, yeah, for sure, man. The more that I'm putting thought into what I'm saying, the more that I'm putting thought into what I'm doing, the better that I become, which is I come off better on the internet. I could quantify, I could explain what I mean a lot more, because not only is it something that I've lived, but it's something that I've thought about, and I've thought of a more efficient way to articulate that. So shout out to you, Chris. Like I say, hey, I got a live that's coming that I think you're gonna that I think you're gonna enjoy. And with that being said, oh, let me see if I can go ahead and drop this. What's the name? This is gonna be the first time that I had a live, and I'm going this long, and I had nobody pull up, which I'm cool with, because just like, listen, I seen Yo Gotti. He came to Jackson, Mississippi. This is why when Yo Gotti had became one of my favorite artists, because it was because of his grind. He came to Jackson, Mississippi, and he was doing a concert, and the speakers went out. He said, "Oh, y'all niggas don't think I do this shit." He just started rapping without the speakers and everything, had the whole spot jumping. I'm talking about, like, shit, man. That's when I realized, like, oh, Yo Gotti's a grinder, bro. He really do what he say he do, man. And I'm just saying, like, you're gonna make it work by all means necessary. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be plan A, plan B, plan C. I done planned for it all. Let's say there is no perfect formula that suits everyone. Yeah, I agree. That's why everybody's different. Everybody an individual. That's why I say, and I thought about this, and no, I swear to you guys, I haven't heard it nowhere. It's just something that I came up with out of my own mind. You know how they say no two snowflakes are ever alike? Because by the time they hit the ground, none of them take the same path. None of them flip the same amount of times. None of them sway the exact same way that way. None of them do that. So of course they're going to be different by the time they hit the ground, because their path forced them to be different. That's why they're never the same, because the path that they took to get to their destination. Sometimes my brain just takes me there, guys. I don't know if that made sense, but it makes sense to me, and I guess that's what matters sometimes. When I say it ain't tricking if you got it, I mean for the price of golden corral, you can bar out. In some of these places we travel to, is all relative to me. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. Yes. For a good weekend in Miami, you could go spend a week in the DR and still probably come home with some bread. I get that. I get that. But we got to be, words have meaning. You guys have heard me say that a lot of times. When we just say things like that and we leave it open-ended, it makes it seem like we're saying, oh, I got it, so I could trick it off. It ain't tricking if you got it. It still is. But I wholeheartedly agree with when you specify. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But yeah, let me Oh shit, let me try this one. I'm trying to see is there a new way that I could I think let's see. Okay. Setting layout private chat. No. Oh. Oh. Now I'm trying it from my phone. If YouTube on some BS now, they really on my heels for some reason, guys. And I haven't even really started cooking over here like that. But we're gonna see. They won't even let me do it on here. They won't even let me do it on there, guy. And I haven't done nothing differently. The same method that I use to drop the link all 72 other times is the same method that I'm doing tonight. And they won't let me live. Can lead to the same destination. Carve out your own path if one doesn't exist. I agree. I agree. There's many that, but that's what I think. If you just get that, just think that metaphor through. I think that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like all snowflakes have the same destination, and that's the ground. That's how it accumulates. But none of them take the exact same way down. They all falling from the sky. They all gonna end up on the ground, but none of them flip the same amount of times on the way down. None of them get blowed and swayed the same way, the same exact amount of difference. That's why some of them may be identical, but there's not the exact same. So I feel you. 100% I feel you. But man, I don't know what it is. What y'all think? I need to write YouTube a letter telling them I'm sorry for being a real one or something. I don't know what it is, but they on my heels for some reason. They on my heels tonight for some reason. So like I said, man, shout out to POV, man. If POV could pull up and tell me something different to do, I would definitely do it. They said put it in the chat a different type of way. I don't know how. I'm gonna say the jig is the cheekers and at the world knows what's going on. It's gonna cost passport bros at least double going for motherfuckers done price themselves out of Triggeration Nation. I tried copy and paste. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's why me personally, I say we shouldn't tell everybody about everywhere because it's gonna get what's good, DMV man. How you doing, good brother? Haven't seen you in a while. But it's gonna get more expensive. You know what I mean? It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get Americanized. Like we're not traveling. Well, at least me, and I can speak for me. And if you have a different opinion, please make yourself known in the chat. I don't travel to these other countries to feel like I'm in America. I travel to these other countries to feel like I'm outside of America because if that's the case, I could just be in America. But yeah, POV, I hold on, let me see. I tried to copy and paste. It wouldn't let me do it. I tried to just copy it from over there. It wouldn't let me do it. Let me see if I can I'm gonna see if I can send it to you, POV, in WhatsApp because I think I could copy it from there. And we'll see what happens. But I don't have everybody WhatsApp on here. But it's some people that I do have a WhatsApp. And if we linked up in the back office and you want to pull up, man, I guess this would be exclusive to only people to where I'm linked up with in the back office. If you want to pull up, you can. But I tried. I'm not even sure that'll work. Because come on, man. I haven't even got my weight up for the hate me. I'm still small over here, bro. For real, for real. So I know that's not my computer thing because they won't let me do it on my phone. So yeah, hold on. I'm waiting on my WhatsApp to pull. Oh, you know what? I could do that on my phone. I know my WhatsApp on my phone. Goddamn it, pull up super fast. So I personally avoid big cities and holiday spots filled with tourists. You said take a picture. Send it to me. For sure, for sure. I think I could. Let me see. Shout out to my brother POV, man. That's why I say POV is like Lee Majors. Anybody getting online tonight? Oh yeah, my bad, Lee Majors. I'm just seeing that, bro. I send you if you want because I know Lee Major always down to pull up too. But I'm gonna send this to my brother POV, see what it worked, and we'll go from there. Yeah, but what's good? Yeah, shout out to you, DMV man. Man, I hope you're doing well. Let's say, let's see. Yeah. I could take a picture. I can show y'all the picture on my screen and stuff like that. But I don't know. To me, it's like a challenge. Like they try to box your boy out, man. I figure out a way around it, man. That's why my life has been my life. That's why I say I've not only managed to survive, but I managed to thrive in my life. So yeah, yeah. I don't. Expat. I don't know. Who said I personally avoid big cities? Yeah, for sure, for sure. What did y'all think of the Super Bowl halftime show? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I think I hate it and love it. You know what I mean? I hate it and love it, man. But I want to get some of y'all opinion. I'm gonna see the POV. Did you get it? Is it letting you pull up or no? I guess I could. Lee Major, if you still there, man, you if you say what's you still in the chat, just say something. I could try to send it to you too. Oh, okay. So it let POV pull up.
What's
Dash.
up?
Say that again.
I said, what's up?
Oh, what it do, POV? Hold on, let me share the screen with you. Oh no, hold on, let me pull that one down. Hi, man, chilling, man. I don't, man. What you think that is, man? YouTube on my heels tonight.
It wouldn't let you put it in a YouTube. Can you make me a
No.
moderator? And I no,
Yeah, I will.
or
Yeah, yeah.
or if
No,
Mr.
no, that was
Peppers
it's
don't.
delayed. Of course, I can make you a moderator, man.
Oh,
Of
I don't know
course.
what's wrong with your thing.
I would have thought you would have been a moderator over here already.
No,
I'm
because
always delayed for
I can
some
put it
reason,
in
but
the
I'm trying to
chat,
make you a now.
so I can put it in the chat.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do it from my phone. Let me see how do I. How you feeling, POV? POV, can you hear me? Oh shit. I think he's muted. Yeah. You muted POV if you're trying to say something. I didn't mute you. I think you muted yourself. Let's see. Oh, okay. You came up. Okay. I see that. I got you.
Yeah, on my phone, whenever I switch screens, I can't get back on. Um, so I
Oh, I
put it
see.
in the chat, but I don't know if anybody can see it.
No, I definitely don't see it. But like I said, I'm trying to see if I can make you if I can make you a moderator.
Or is Prime if Prime's in the chat or the other moderators they can share it. Hold on, let me I'll be right back because for me to do that I get off.
I
So
think it's only
hold
like well, I don't I forgot who moderated.
on.
But
Prime and
I'm
Peppers
trying to see
and
now. But I'm trying to make you a moderator. You know.
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll wait for you.
No, yeah, I'm trying to okay. Yep, I see you now. Okay. Oh, okay. Add as moderator. Uh, you should be a mod now.
All right, I'll be right back. Let me put it in the chat, and hopefully, people can get on.
All right, for
Let
sure,
me
for
see.
sure. That's what's up. Shout out to the community, man. That's why I say this thing of ours is a brotherhood, man. Just because I could count on the good brothers that's of this community, man, to really try to help and assist in whatever way they can. So that's something that I appreciate. And he put it in there. Why they wouldn't let me do it? That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, nah. If you guys want to pull up, man, y'all gotta pull up now. Chris, pull up and talk your shit. Mo Black, pull up and disagree. Y'all gotta pull up now. Like, man, we had to figure out a whole little workaround to pull it up. And y'all know I wasn't bluffing because I showed y'all on my phone. So yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to you, POV. That's why I say he kind of like the moderator. I mean, he kind of like the IT of the community. So yeah, that's the link. When if y'all want to get up, but as far as the Super Bowl, KB, what it do, good brother?
Oh, hey man, I just came up because I got a story for you, Charlie. I think you'll like it. I don't know if you've been following, but you know about that German woman I was talking about, a few months back, right? So she went to Punta Cana, not recently, but like a few months ago. Basically she just found out that what it's like for a man there. She's like, oh, you gotta pay. These dudes is broke, blah blah blah. Typical stuff. Like these dudes, they don't have as much money as her, so she kind of felt like she had to pay for everything, pay for drinks, pay for everything. But because we got on the topic of the United States, right? So I'm like, listen, before she came to the U.S. from Germany, I told her the United States is gonna be a whole different experience.